2024. Oh, the lake was literally just covered in ice 5 minutes ago, but this wind broke it up. So basically, I don't know about 5 minutes ago, but basically this morning I couldn't have fished this lake. It had about a 1/4 inch of ice on it. It got windy, and the ice once again blew one way, or blew to the banks, and broke up. It's like, show you. Yeah, see that? That's what it was. All right, let's go give it a try. I don't hold out a whole lot of hope. Just try not to get skunked, really. It's a largemouth. And he feels like Antarctica. They ain't giants today, but they're keepers. One today that I would call big, slightly above average. I suppose that'd be the third keeper of the day. Oh, smallest one. Oh, that's 3. That's more of your typical haul in December. I mean, they said, that's why I keep saying all the other stuff you've seen before is very above average. This is a very average haul. Not that I'm happy to see an average haul again, but it is what it is. Winter's setting in. If you can get enough to clean, you're doing good. It ain't huge, but I caught a fish in 2024. First one, little black crappie. You're kidding me. A yellow perch. Wow. That's unexpected. I would certainly keep that. If the fishing wasn't so poor today. That would be like the first thing I would have kept today. But he gets a lucky break. That would sort of almost be a keeper today. But, I mean, it's only like the second crappie today. I've caught some little bass and another little crappie. I really like to get into like a consistent batch of fish over 10 inches before I even think about throwing anything in the bucket. Full coveralls, and it is still cold out. I mean, this is a day where you're gonna have the lake to yourself for sure. And I do. Absolutely. Fish are biting, believe it or not. But the only thing I've caught is a couple of dinks. I've had probably like 5 or 6 bites though today, which is surprising. I mean, it's just right above freezing. And probably, well, who can say, but possibly the last open water trip, even though the water's not completely open. We'll see how we do. Oh, we got a mink over here. See if I can get him on camera. I doubt it. These cameras suck, but he's kind of right over there in the open. He's over there screeching. Never heard a mink screech before. He's well, oh yeah, there he is. He's hiding in there. I don't know how close I want to get to that critter, because I know they do kill muskrats, so they are vicious little shits. See if he comes back out later. There he was.
Fish 2024.
What is that?
That is a Shiner.
No. Fishing him out of this little creek. Trout bait.
I'm in a bucket.
Well, that's alright. A big old chub. Just catching these things on hook and line. I don't even know if I want him for bait, he's so big. Got another one. Catching him hand over fist. We'll try him. Guess I didn't really say what I'm doing, but we're an hour and a half from the house fishing for a fish I'm not too keen on, trout fishing. We do have them here. Looks like a good spot up there. Just looking for some deep pools. I have no idea what I'm doing. Trying minnows and small swim baits. Some of the locals tell me. See what we get. Hey, success. That's a brown. Brown trout.
Beautiful.
Let me see. Oh. Show that to the camera. Show the colors. Oh yeah, pretty. Ain't 12 inches though. That's all right. We don't care if we get any keepers. We just, that's probably your first brown trout, ain't it?
First ever. Barely tapping it.
Yeah, it felt like a peck. Yeah. Eating minnows.
Cut it in half.
Cut the minnows in half maybe, yeah. Let me get another shot of that guy. I mean, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Cool. We don't catch that stuff every day. Got him. I got him. I didn't want to leave skunked. Whew. Hey, 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 hey. My hand is wet. My first brown trout. It ain't big, but for not knowing what the hell I'm doing, they do fine. I'm actually catching them. They don't seem too hard to catch. I'm getting lots of bites. Yep. Brown trout number 2. Missed one. Missed a bunch of them, but that's the first one I got to the bank. That is not a trout.
It is a red.
Nah, that's just a sucker.
There's another word for them.
Looks like a trout in the water.
It looks like pike bait to me.
Mm-hmm. Nope, it's a sucker. Oh no, it's a humongous chub. Looked like a trout, real colorful. Yeah. There's an elk over there. You'll never see it on camera, probably. That's cool. Someone's pet. There's the elk.
There's donkeys.
All right. We're gonna go see if we can pop a tree rat real quick. Either fox or gray. Wish me luck. This is the last day before it becomes Antarctica in this part of the country. Right there. He's on the ground, buddy. That didn't take long. Let's go see if we can find him. Man, had to drop him in some thick stuff. Everything's thick in this woods.
You gotta just try to remember what tree they were in and go to it. Not a giant one. Not sure if you can see him. We'll try to get him somewhere like the creek where we can keep him till we're done. I ain't carrying him around. The cows are all over there watching what I'm doing very closely. Well, guys, this is something that's not you, so you don't have to worry today. Very nice tree rat. That is, of course, a fox squirrel. As you can see, this is a little one, but they're slightly larger than your typical gray, and they have this reddish tail, at least in this area. I think they can be all kinds of colors and stuff, but my goal today is maybe just to get one more. You can shoot 6, but I don't need 6. I got a freezer full of deer and fish, and I'm the only one in my house that's going to eat it, so 1 or 2 is going to be fine, and I like to eat them fresh when I eat them, so that'll do. Using just the old 12 gauge Mossberg number 5 shot. See if he falls. Yeah, he's gonna fall. Yep. He's down. I put the second one in him because I wasn't sure. And when I said let him sit there and suffer, so he's down on the ground. We got our 2. We can walk out. Yeah, believe it or not, brown, orangish colored squirrels are hard to see in the leaf litter, even when you know where you dropped them. I had to look for him for a minute. I found him. That's 2. It's nice to, I think it's like 35 degrees today. I'm actually able to walk out here with just a sweater on, because you put all that winter gear on and go walking up and down these hills, you'll sweat your butt off. The sun's getting ready to go down. I wanted to try the sundown hunt instead of the early morning one, as I'm not the early morning type, and it worked. If I see one more walking out, I'll shoot him, but if I don't see anything on my way out, I'm good. I don't feel like spending a whole lot more time in the woods getting animals and being greedy. So this might do it, unless you see another clip. Not that it involves squirrels, but maybe it kind of does. This is, part of my buddy's land here, and I think this is the main reason the deer come on his property, because he has this creek right here, and they got a ready-made water source, and they use it to travel too. But that's why the deer come in his woods at all, I would say. For the most part, the deer are usually on the move and almost always coming through this creek. Yeah, there you go. Kind of clones. Both of them small fox squirrels. Not too bad. Like I said, that was my goal, and I got it. I have to get my squirrel vessel. It looks something like a cooler to the untrained eye. Yeah, most people would think that was a cooler. Oh. Thanks, Woods. Thanks, squirrels. Nice playing with you. My grandpa's dad, my great-grandpa, would always tell my grandfather, here's 2 shells, you better come back with 2 of something, or you're gonna catch an ass whooping. Thankfully, I don't live in the Great Depression. All right, so to this part, I'm not going to show the cleaning part, but I'll show you what you need. Pair of cutters, cleaver, sharp knife, surface to work on. You know, try to do them while they're warm. It's a good thing I wasn't out that long. You know, these things are still kind of warm. The skin will peel easier. You know, you're going to be lopping off the head and the feet and stuff. Hence the clippers and the cleaver. So, see, I might show a cooking part. I might not. We'll see. See what I can come up with. Yep, we got 2 perfectly good squirrel tails. We'll let them dry out. Last one I used for a cat toy. The animals like to chew on them. I don't know. Not sure what I'm going to do with these this year. We'll see. So there's one of them. Actually wish I would have showed it because I didn't do too bad this year now that I had a practice squirrel under my belt from last year. I don't actually kill that many of them every year, just a couple a year. But I did the part where you shear off the front feet, you know, so like that would have been his tail. Make a cut there, pull, right, lop off the head, pull the skin all the way to here, pull the arms through, head off, and then there'll be a strip of skin here, which you then pull this way, back feet off, cut up, and so now I'm just to the part where I'll just kind of quarter it, and put it in the fridge and think of a recipe to do. All right, so we got the squirrel in the crock pot, and Jess is going to tell you a little bit about what she's going to throw in there for us.
All right, so I'm not a fan of squirrel, but Matt is, so we're going to do a little bit of kosher salt in there. That's probably about right. Do pepper. I'm going to do some dried minced onion. A little bit of Worcestershire.
Wash your sister
Sauce. We're using beef better than bouillon. It's better than bouillon cubes. Like really good. You can put this in any stews or anything. It's amazing. So just a big glob of that. And then some water to cook it in. Because when this all cooks up, Matt is going to get all the meat off the bones and we're going to make it into a gravy. And with that, I cut up some mushrooms. So I'll throw some mushrooms in there. I think I'll probably put a little bit more water in. We're going to throw it in the crock pot for about 5 hours on high and see how it goes. All right, so it's been cooking. Looks pretty good. I'm just coming in here with a slotted spoon, picking out my mushrooms for my gravy. After I'm done with this, Matt's going to get the meat out of here and he's going to get it all off the bones. And then I'll show you guys how I'm going to make the squirrel gravy.
As you can see, that's why you do it in the crock pot. Take out the bones real easy. Just falling apart. Real easy. That looks really good. I'll get back with you on the next part.
All right, so I took the broth and kind of strained it so there's no bones or anything in the broth. Brought it up to a boil. Sorry, it's hard to see. To make gravy, super simple. You can use the broth from anything. You mix cornstarch and water. Bring your broth up to a boil and pour in your cornstarch mixture. And you're going to get it boiling again. And the cornstarch is what thickens it. It's your thickening agent. And if it's not as thick as you want it, you can mix up a little bit more cornstarch and water. and add it. So I'm going to do this for a couple minutes and then I'll show you the final product. All right, so the gravy is nice and thick. I haven't added back the mushrooms or the squirrel yet. I'm going to put a little bit of pepper in there. Just a little bit of extra seasoning. Go ahead and dump in our mushrooms. And then in goes the squirrel. Look at that. Matt is going to be eating good tonight. So that is our mushroom squirrel gravy. And we're going to serve that over some rolls.
Okay. Just put that on some bread. Some nice rolls. Some people do like squirrels, biscuit and gravy and stuff. We just got some rolls tonight. Nothing too fancy. It's just for me. And smells good, looks good, should be good, right? That's why I only killed 2 squirrels. And you see, you get a lot out of 2 fox squirrels. If these were gray squirrels, it'd be a lot less. But the fox squirrels are actually pretty big critters, so that's the only reason. That's why I only killed 2. And I mean, none of this is going to go to waste. Whatever I don't eat, I'll throw in the fridge and eat tomorrow, and should be good. I'll let you know how it tastes. Okay. First impressions. It's very good. I mean, you can almost trick yourself into thinking you're eating like pork or chicken or something. It's very tender. Very, very tender. If you can get past the fact that it's a squirrel, for some people that's a lot, but it tastes great. It's hard to compare it. What I say compares to somewhere between pork, chicken, beef. It's got its own flavor, I guess. But yeah, it's really good. That's all for this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.